The city of St. Louis has 79 unique neighborhoods, and it's the residents of those neighborhoods that keep them beautiful and strong. This next story by Anne-Marie Berger is a perfect example of how the work and dedication of one neighborhood can have a lasting impact on their community and the region.
This is Thurman Avenue, where it runs under Highway 44 between the Shaw and McCree neighborhoods. And it's been an obstacle for the residents who live here for years.
This is a physical barrier, but also the appearance of this for the past few decades has been a social and psychological barrier as well.
Right now, this is probably the most blighted area in Shaw.
The neighborhood surrounding this blight has seen new commercial developments, renewed housing, and an increase in residents. So neighbors are coming together to turn this barrier into a gateway. There's a plan in place to restore the underpass, turning it into a park, making it pedestrian and bicycle friendly. These big improvements will begin a little further down the road. This day marks the beginning of a change in the landscape.
We're removing the vegetation that's grown up around the blockages that were put up across the street back in the 1980s. And so it's really turned into a weedy, almost a dangerous looking location. And that will also allow us to begin or continue the site preparation of the soil to get ready for the prairie installation.
For the next 6 weeks, the Shaw Neighborhood Improvement Association and volunteers from across St. Louis will be pulling weeds, removing brush, and prepping the ground so 1,000 native prairie plants can be planted in all 4 corners of the underpass.
I am raking the soil to make it smooth from the cars tracks, and just making it smooth, making it look nice.
They not only hope to enhance the aesthetics of the intersection, they plan to make it economically, socially, and environmentally sustainable.
We're replacing prairie in a place where we used to have a lot of prairie. That's going to bring back a lot of the pollinators, the butterflies and the bees that used to live here and used to pollinate the farm fields that were here before houses were put in.
This phase of the project, the Native Prairie Restoration, is funded by the City of St. Louis Sustainable Neighborhood Small Grant Competition.
The Sustainable Neighborhood Initiative is about letting neighborhood leaders, people who care about their neighborhood, think about what they can do together to help improve their neighborhood, to help make it more sustainable, to help make it more livable.
Of the 79 neighborhoods in St. Louis City, there were 43 applications. 7 of those received a $5,000 grant to mobilize their sustainable neighborhood plan. The Shaw neighborhood was one of them.
I've lived here in the neighborhood for 13 years, and it's really important to me that the place I live have a functioning ecosystem.
So the monarch butterflies are
monarch butterflies. Monarch butterflies.
Jean Ponzi, the Green Resources Manager for the Earthways Center at the Missouri Botanical Garden, explains why native prairie plants and pollinators are important parts of our ecosystem.
Pollinators and humans are a relationship that really is a love story, and it's also essential for our lives. Bees, bats, beetles, different kinds of birds, even flies are pollinators. We really depend on pollinators to deliver the kinds of foods we like.
If we talk strictly about bees, they pollinate fruits, vegetables, and nuts that we eat every day. Without them, we'd say goodbye to apples, almonds, blueberries, cherries, onions, and so much more.
In an urban area, pollinators are not necessarily delivering the almond crop like they are in California, but they're part of a healthy food chain that supports birds, that supports plant life. The mix of all of those pollinators is just a really important part of the living population that humans need to be aware of and need to support. And we can do that in our backyards, along our neighborhood right-of-ways, along our highway right-of-ways.
And that's what's happening here in Shaw. These neighbors are planting 46 different species of native prairie flowers.
We needed a lot of plants to fill the space, and we wanted variety to really draw the butterflies, the bees, the native flies that also pollinate, and we're hoping with the underpass that the bats will start coming back too.
I've got a planting diagram that I've created that distributes the plants across the site by color and by season of flowering. So something blooming here at all times and in all four corners of the project area.
Will not look gorgeous right off the bat, and it might look, like what is that they've done over there on the hillside?
Yeah, they planted a bunch of weeds.
They planted a bunch of weeds.
Prairies look a little rough the first few growing seasons, so one must be patient and have enough hands to maintain the installation until it's established. The long-term sustainability of this prairie won't be a problem.
That's the beauty of having the neighborhood association's complete buy-in and commitment. And our neighborhood association is 50 years old, so we've been here a while, and it's a very committed neighborhood association.
So the next time you find yourself in the Shaw neighborhood, check out the Thurman Gateway. You never know. You might just get inspired.